strikes midnight in the
Hello and welcome to the Mapige Update week of May 20th, 2013. I'm your news guy, AJRKL5. So Memorial Day is next week, so for people who are still in school, I think 3-day weekend. Also, this is being made on a Friday because my Thursday schedule got really busy, and I did not end up getting anything done. I only wrote down the entire show, and that was it. I still had to get pictures today, so probably expect this a little bit more. So anyway, let's move on to this week's news. First, Microsoft confirms that games off of Xbox Live Arcade will not carry over to the Xbox One. Now, don't expect that all the news stories today are going to revolve around the Xbox One, or as I called it when I started the show in January, the Xbox 720. Because I mentioned that it was delayed, or it was possibly coming out this, whatever. Anyway, it says here that it's not going to be backwards compatible with the games you get off the marketplace for Xbox 360, so it's not going to be going over to the Xbox One. Luckily, it says that your friends list and your achievements will go over to Xbox One. So that's probably a good thing. Because I don't know if this. I think the reveal got a really bad rap. I think whatever you would call it. Like, you can't. You have to probably pay a fee to play used games. It's not backwards compatible with Xbox 360 games, and you probably have to be always online. And there's also another Kinect, which I'm not really complaining about, considering I've never played the first one, but I'm pretty sure like people like Angry Joe will probably complain about it because that's what he's done in the past. So I guess that's pretty much it. Right. Let me read this thing here. Those games will continue to run on your Xbox 360 for as long as your Xbox 360 runs. Microsoft's Game Studios VP Phil Spencer told GameSpot, quote, "The box is not backwards compatible, and we think for somebody who invests in a large digital library that you keep your Xbox 360, keep that as a very part of the ecosystem." Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my Xbox 360. I wouldn't get rid of that. It's the same reason I won't get rid of my PlayStation 2 or my N64. Because only some games can play on that. Now, I know I can play PS2 games on PS3, but I can't get that to work, so. I'm also still gonna get the PS4. I still gotta get, like, a bunch of room, though. Now, anyway, like, that's the end of this story, but this next story is just gonna be, like, the second and only other Xbox One and PS4 story I have. Next, GameSpot has reported that the Xbox One and the PS4 will be less expensive than the past consoles. So does that mean I'm able to afford it? Yeah, maybe. Let's see the... Sorry. Okay. Retailers say next-gen platforms for Microsoft and Sony will debut below price points for Xbox 360 and PS3 at launch. The Xbox One and PlayStation 4 will be less expensive at launch than their predecessors, according to the comments from GameSpot Chief Financial Officer Rob Lloyd. I kind of repeated the headline like 2 times, I think. Speaking today in a post-earning... sorry, I gotta pause, but whatever, I have in the background. Speaking today in a post-earning financial call, Lloyd said GameStop does not have official pricing information from Microsoft or Sony, but expects a lower opening price point than they did last cycle. The Xbox 360 launched in 2005 for $300/$400, while the PS3 debuted in 2006 for $500/$600. In addition, GameStop said it expects to be a leading retailer for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. The company explained that because of the trade credits it can offer consumers through its buy-sell-trade model, gamers will be able to pick up next-gen systems at GameStop. I'm going to get this confused with GameStop and GameSpot. I hate it. GameStop for less than anywhere else. GameStop management also dodged a question regarding reports that the Xbox One will require gamers to pay a fee to play second-hand titles, a move that could impact the company's business. Retailer declined to comment on its talk with Microsoft, saying it will allow the Xbox maker to lead the discussion about this topic. There was also something about the GameSpot's stock going up like really, really high. But hey, who cares about stocks, right? Next, there is a possibility that there will finally be an Assassin's Creed movie coming out in 2015. Yay! Okay, I don't know. I mean, I'm a real big Assassin's Creed fan, but then there's people saying, "Oh, well, video game movies that fucked up in the past." You know, I just want to, when they say that, I just want to go like this. Movies that fucked up in the past. Stop ruining my joy! Okay, anyway, let's move on to the article. Our new reports suggest that the upcoming Assassin's Creed movie could reach cinemas in May 22nd, 2015. So basically almost a year, 2 years, because it's like 2 days after 22nd. So the new movie is actually going to star Michael Fassbender, which I have looked up here. He has gotten around a bunch. There's a few movies that actually look like I liked. I think a couple things. He was like in 300, which I haven't really watched. Inglorious Bastards. Yes, Jonah Hex. I don't know. He was in X-Men First Class. This guy was Magneto, and he's gonna be Magneto in the sequel for this called Days of Future Past. He even voiced Logan from Fable 3. I was actually really stunned by that. Like, this guy voiced Logan. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's almost kind of surprising as when I figured out Vin Diesel voiced the Iron Giant. Yeah, that really really cool like cartoons like Rock Tree. I didn't really recognize that. He's also been in a bunch of theater and TV stuff too, but nothing really enough to mention. Let's read this again. Okay, so an update on Box Office Mojo pegs the May 2015 release. The in-production movie stars Michael Fassbender in a lead role and a screenplay penned by Michael Leslie. Leslie previously penned the Hamlet prequel, Prince of Denmark, for the theater. The play features a teenage Hamlet, Ophelia, and Laertes in their exploits around Ilzenor Castle. I wish I paid more attention to Hamlet. Ubisoft announced in October 2012 that it has fast-tracked the movie and partnered with production outfit New Regency. Last week, Ubisoft said it did not expect this year's Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag to match the sales of 2012's Assassin's Creed 3. Well, considering, I don't know, a few people didn't like Assassin's Creed for dumb reasons, I really, really doubt that. So yay, Assassin's Creed 4 movie. Let's hope this doesn't fuck up. And lastly, EA has teased that they're probably going to be doing Star Wars Battlefront 3. Fun fact, the Sith in that picture is actually supposed to be a weird alternate Sith version of old Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's actually like weird concept photos on when I was looking for this, like at Bing Images or shit. So let me pick up the article again here. CFO Blake Jorgensen, that's a weird name, says the opportunity to make a new Battlefront game is very exciting. So, let's read. Electronic Arts has teased that one of its multiple in development Star Wars titles is an all-new Battlefront game. Speaking today during the I'm not gonna read that. 2013 technology. No, sorry. Second. Let me just start over this sentence. Speaking today at the Stifel 2013 Technology Conference, CFO Blake Jorgensen offered the hint. The opportunity to do a new Battlefront, for example, which is one of the very popular Star Wars games, and yes, it is. I played 2. That is still one of my favorite like Star Wars games. Besides Force Unleashed, probably. And probably the Old Republic. Or Knights of the Old Republic. My favorite Star Wars PS2 game there. or some of the other traditional games that were made is very exciting. Star Wars Battlefront 3, despite never actually being announced, was reportedly 99% complete, though this claim was contested. I think, yeah, pretty much, like, this was being made when, like, LucasArts was still there, and then it's, like, it got completely shut down or something. I don't know. Jorgensen further explained that its new Star Wars games stand to benefit from the marketing potential at Disney. A company that owns mighty consumer-focused enterprises like amusement parks, film studios, cruise lines, and media outlets. Those bastards. I don't know why I do this. He also reiterates that EA's new Star Wars games will not be based specifically on any of the upcoming Star Wars films, like not like based off Episode 7, probably just based off whatever else. Well, they may be released near them to leverage the marketing opportunities. So they're probably like whenever Episode 7 comes out, that's probably around the time where Battlefront 3 will come out. Because I keep stopping between paragraphs. Now, these aren't movie games per se. These are standalone games, Jorgensen said, but obviously they would come out near the movies and be able to tailgate off some of the buzz that will be created around the new Star Wars movies. Elsewhere during the presentation, Jorgensen confirmed that, okay, no, we don't know you have that. It's that Star Wars related. So, yes, so basically we're going to have Battlefront 3 in space. Because EA made Battlefront 3 with the like dice and the Frostbite engine, so Battlefront 3 is probably gonna have the Frostbite engine. It's probably gonna be like very different also from Battlefront 2 because what I saw, like, okay, let me just say something here. I kind of passed this story up for like another one involving Mirror's Edge because it's apparently there was a box art for Mirror's Edge 2 that was found at Amazon. I don't know. I figured this was more important because I looked up the Machinima page and Inside Gaming Daily was doing something about this. So, yes, that was kind of part of why I wanted to do this. Because I thought it was kind of fake when I found it on GameSpot. What else was I going to say? Hopefully it doesn't come up onto the next-gen consoles. That's what other people are thinking. I don't really care. I'm getting the consoles anyway. Is there anything else I was going to say about this? Because I felt like there was something else I was going to say about this. And this has gone over like 4 minutes. Let me think here. Oh yeah, the difference what I was going to say. I basically said, like, one of the footage I saw since I gave it daily is basically now it's going to be first person instead of third person like it was in the past. So that's what I want to say. So let's hope this game really, really works out. And I guess that's it for the news. Except for I want to do one honorable mention that I heard like I don't know how long ago, but one of my parents told me. All right, now this last bit of news is not really like gonna be really, really long because I don't have any information on it. I heard this from a few weeks ago, and I usually do current stuff on each show. It's about Sonic the Hedgehog going. It's like just like Sonic the Hedgehog going over to Nintendo, and then like the Sonic Lost World thing. Now, I really like Sonic actually, and I actually think Silver the Hedgehog is an underrated character. And that's all I'm gonna say about it because last few takes is just like me rambling on. So I gotta go get something to eat. I'll be right back after the game's recently released segment. So enjoy yourselves.
My name is. Can I have the attention of the class for 1 second? My name is.
First is Star Trek Online's first expansion pack, Legacy of Romulus, for, well, what do you think? So, this isn't really an upcoming game per se, though, because I've read the Wikipedia page on this game, and it says that it came out last Tuesday. So, I think GameSpot pretty much fucked up. So I'm actually gonna read the Wikipedia page right now. Excuse me if I don't pronounce names correctly, because I'm not big fan of Star Trek to actually pay attention. So, Legacy of Romulus is Star Trek Online's first expansion pack, announced on March 21st, 2013. So it's basically from its release. It's exactly 2 months that it came out. Yeah. A third playable faction, the Romulan Republic. I keep seeing Empire. I don't know why. Will be added with the choice of Romulans or Remads at present. Sorry. As player characters, as they battle a mysterious new enemy and try to discover the secrets behind the destruction of Romulus 2 decades earlier. Denise Crosby, who reprised her role of Tasha Yar during STO's 3rd anniversary, will reprise her role as Tasha's daughter Sela, the Romulan Empress. So, does this take years later or something? Or is Tasha Yar just really old? Okay. Also featured, it is a complete leveling experience from level 1 to 50, the current level cap, for the Romulans, and for the Klingons, whose game currently starts at level 20, the lucky bastards. I thought the start reading like, level 20? Okay, they can't be that strong yet. Alright. A Folian Reputation faction. I don't know what that is. A customizable user interface, and an overhauled trait system. Legacy of Romulus was released on May 21st, 2013. Which makes no sense, because, now, I don't know if I said this before, I really just do want to give this a try. Even though the reviews are less than, helpful. Because they say it's repetitive, it's kind of boring. That's how I've been playing kind of for the last few years, and I've enjoyed myself. So, yeah, it's like on Steam, for free to play. It's like for free to play. You can only download it from if you're interested, you can download it off of Perfect World Entertainment, as the retail copies are now gone. Ever since it went to free to play. So, I'm not gonna go through the subscription things. Just if you're interested, fine. If you're not, fine. I'm probably gonna get it. So that's it for this one. This is for talking about the expansion. Next is Grid 2 for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Whoa, racing him. Tell I don't give a fuck. Alright, so I'm just going to read off the gameplay page on Wikipedia. Because I can't find anything else. I'm not going to go... there's probably no good... There's probably no good description in, like, GameSpot or something like that. Okay, so this game's coming out May 28th for North America and May 31st for Europe. Okay, here's the gameplay section. The game is slated to include numerous real-world locations such as Paris, numerous United States locations, and many more, and will also include motor vehicles spanning 4 decades. In addition, it will include a new handling system that developer Codemasters has dubbed TrueFeel, which aims to hit a sweet spot between realism and accessibility. Races will not include a first-person cockpit view, so a lot of people are going to be disappointed. They probably just go like 0 out of 10. I don't know. I know from watching people. The popular game mode Drift was recently shown in a gameplay preview by Codemasters. All right. So basically, like they're doing naming their systems and stuff. Like it's like WWE started calling their reversal system the Predator technology. It is sort of a change. So yes, it's coming. This is coming out May 28th for North America, May 21st in Europe. Whoever cares shit about racing, fine, you get that. And lastly, we got Fuse for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. What? I don't have a quip. Let's just read. Okay, so this game used to be called Overstrike before it was rebranded in August 2012. That's what it says right here. It's going to be released for the same. It's the same release date for Grid 2, like May 28th for North America. Then Europe gets the 31st. Okay, now I'm going to read the entire plot here. Okay. The game is set in the near future and follows a team of 4 misfit agents, collectively known as the A-Team. Da 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 da. That's what it sounds like. Okay, actually, okay. Collectively known as Overstrike 9, whose mission is to stop the evil Raven Corporation from gaining an alien substance called Fuse. Using Fuse-powered weapons and tech gadgets and lethal teamwork to gain the energy. The members of Overstrike 9 are Dalton Brown, voiced by Brian Blue, a reformed and sarcastic mercenary, so it's like Deadpool, equipped with a mag shield, which is an energy shield. Naya Deverox, it's French, I think, voiced by Jennifer Hale, worked for Raven with her dad. She is equipped with a cloak device that has a gun that creates a tiny black hole. It's called the Warp Rifle. Izzy Sinclair, voiced by Lee Hillis, a gifted but rebellious young scientist equipped with a crystallization gun called the Shatter Gun. And Jacob Kimball, voiced by Payton, a decorated detective with a bit of a temper, equipped with a fire crossbow called the Arc Shot. That's something out of Half-Life. The plot follows these agents as they attempt to stop the Shattery organization run by a man named Fable, voiced by V.O.W. He sounds familiar. Who plans to use Fuse to make his weaponry more powerful. Due to each agent's unique talents and weapons, they are sent in to stop Fable and his plans. So I'm gonna have to look up a Steve Blum a little bit after. Damn it! No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh no, I'm supposed to hold. You know what? What am I doing? Steve Blum's name's highlighted. I want to check that out after I'm done here. Okay, so for gameplay wise, not much is known of the game's gameplay beyond the fact that it is an action game, which features 4-player co-op and a selection of weapons akin to those which are probably featured in the Insomniac's game PlayStation exclusive Ratchet & Clank and Resistance series. So, okay. Each character has its own powerful, unique fuse-powered weapon that can assist other players in gameplay. For example, Dalton's weapon is a mag shield that can absorb bullets, and a secondary fire can push the bullets back to the enemies. So it's basically when Neo puts his hand up to stop the agent from shooting him, and the balls just stop, and they just turns him around and just like flips them back at him. It's not the Force, though. Okay. The first initial release screenshots revealed that Fuse is a third-person action game with cover shooting mechanics. Characters will also have a skill tree, which can be upgraded as a player increases his level. The game also includes a horde mode, similar to that of Gears of War. This is probably somewhat anticipated. I'm not sure. I don't know. So it's coming out on May 28th and for North America and May 21st for Europe, blah, yada, yada, yada. That's it for the upcoming eggs this week. So let's go to the video of the week. Okay, well, the picture didn't really actually pertain to the situation. That was a different episode altogether. Uh, this one is a whole lot crazier. If you don't know what Sly Fox was doing on his channel, does something called Minecraft Daily, in which he brings like friends onto like a random server. They like build their houses everywhere. There's been regulars like just like Steven, which is the guy that gives him a mod, gives him all the mods and shit, like the Mario RPG, Twilight Forest, a bunch of other stuff. It's also kind of a butt of Sly's ridicule. But I think he's just doing that for fun. He knows he's okay with it or something like that. I don't know. So anyway, they had a what the fuck edition for their 200th episode. Okay, so here's how it starts out. It's basically they're all dressed as Power Rangers. Immortal HG was there. He was the Pink Ranger, I think. Yeah, he was the Pink Ranger. There was a Red Ranger. There was Z Royal Viking. He was the Red Ranger. Steven was the Blue Ranger, but he had that weird mask on it that he usually has. And there's a Yellow Ranger as well, who I think was one of his Australian friends or something. And then Sly Fox well, he wasn't the Green Ranger, he wasn't the White Ranger or anything. He was actually Lord Zed, one of the villains from I think season 2 of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. How do I know this? Well, like Kara, but still, I don't know. Yeah, just in Kara. That would be my excuse. Alright, so they're just fucking around with shooting a bunch of their other AK-47s because they have Flan's mod on there. And then it's like they're like getting killed like several times, just like being back a few feet from like where they start. And well, Sly Fox goes way in front of there, and obviously this is scripted because apparently everything got fucked up. There's like lava everywhere, everything's destroyed. The quest giver for Divine RPG that they have got captured. They ended but like pretty much most of the episode is just getting their asses kicked or killing a bunch of monsters like that, and being funny and just like. Okay, this is very crazy. This is why it's called What the Fuck Edition, because shit like this can happen. Okay, but it's like the quest giver actually said told him what was going on. It's like, oh my gosh, we got attacked, and it's like we lost them out of bed. But wait, we know where they are. Just go past the desert near the lighthouse or something like that. Well, I don't. He does it the first time, and then like it just decides to gonna kill like all the monsters that are around. And then he goes back to it. It's like, hey, let's go find this place. And then they keep going around. They go like out. Okay, wait. Let me think. All right. There's like this weird gunship like outside the like the town. That's apparently being controlled by the monsters or something like that. Like I said, this is This was scripted. This is scripted. Steven shows. Apparently, he's been asking for a bunch of iron throughout the entire like Minecraft dailies, and apparently he made it like a really weird room where he hit a timed bomb and pliers and shit like that. And Sly Fox realizes what he needs to do, and that's blow shit up that gunship. So all of them like go attack the gunship. They find the core, which is just a big nuke. So that makes sense. For some reason, Sly Fox decides to sacrifice himself. putting the bomb in there and getting it charged up and all that shit like that. It gets really crazy. It's really, really freaking epic. Now, there's like two things going through my mind when the bomb explodes. Because it's like, thank you for, like, Sly Fox is like, thank you so much for watching, homies, and I'll see you later, blah, blah, blah. And then the thing explodes. It's like there's a big mushroom cloud in the sky. Now, the first thing I thought was, well, I was actually thinking of a song, and it was this called, I was thinking, oh, the joy right there. La 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 la. I was actually singing it at that point as well. Now, the second thing, there's kind of a flaw there. It's like, why could he die for real when he died several times throughout the video? Doesn't that kind of contradict everything? Well, it's scripted, whatever. Either way, they have a funeral in his house, and then they go away. And then you gotta get slapped in the face, because they basically end it like kind of a little cheerful, like, and then they right there say, it was all a dream. So basically, episode 200 was all a dream. And everything went back to, I can also prove this by seeing that episodes past episode 200, I just go back to the way they were, or what they were doing episode 199 or something like that. It was very funny, it was epic, and that just go see it for yourself, because there's a lot of stuff I can't really describe. Even though I can't describe some of the main parts already, so yeah, that's my video of the week this week. And I have been speaking clearly the entire time, and I am proud of myself! Okay, maybe not all the time, but let's just go for most of the time, okay? Now, I found one more flaw in Sly's motive in the video. He possibly had a pickaxe on him, he could just dug his way out of the core. Oh, well. You're just gonna have to watch the video for yourself. I don't remember. Well, that's it for the update this week. Links in the description for the Minecraft Daily episode, and also for our website, the Mapige Hub, which will probably get updated at some point. Keep looking onto our channel, because I'm pretty sure when summer comes around, all of us will have time to do something together with this channel. Also, go onto our individual channels. We're bound to have something on there. Me, Doobie, Ori, Midget Trader, other stuff. Either way, mine's probably going to be more current. I don't know. I'm just saying. Well, that's it for me. This is AJRK05 signing off. Now, if you excuse me, it's Friday. It's Friday. I gotta get down on Friday. Woo! Well, now, if you excuse me, I now gotta defend myself from the hordes of YouTubers that are possibly pissed off at me making a Rebecca Black remark. So, I'll see you next week. Possibly. Hopefully.
There's not much you could do or say to faze me. People think I'm a little bit crazy. I get it from all angles, even occasionally. Doc Drazy will have to step in every once in a while to save me, to make me stop and think about it before I just say things. Sometimes I forget what other people just make think. A lot of rappers probably wouldn't know how to take me if they heard some shit I later take before they erase me. I may be a little too fast-paced and racy. Sometimes the average listener rewinds and plays me 20 times, cause I say so many rhymes it may seem like I'm going too fast, cause my mind is racing. And I could give a fuck what category you place me, long as when I'm pushing up daisies and gone, as long as you place me amongst one of them greats. When I hit the heavenly gates, I'll be cool beside Jay-Z. For every single die-hard fan who embraced me, I'm thankful for the talent in which God gave me, and I'm thankful for the environment moment that he placed me. Believe it or not, I thank my mom for how she raised me. In the neighborhood daily that jumped and chased me. It only made me what I am today. See, regardless of what anybody believes who hates me, you ain't gonna make or break me. Trying to strip me of my credibility and make me look fake. Gee, you're only gonna be in for a rude awakening. Cause sooner or later you haters are all gonna face me. And when you face me with all the shit you've been saving to say to me, you had all this time to think about it now. Don't pussy out and try to about face me. Cause I've been patiently waiting for the day that we finally meet in the same place to see.